Good evening, everybody. Happy Sunday night, September 15th. I'm here to talk about this amazing lunation that's ahead. This full, partial, lunar, super full moon in Pisces. How are you tonight? I wanted to get this in just to give you a little heads up of what to expect, because in 48 hours things will be markedly different, because this moon comes in at 7:34 p.m. Pacific time. So we have a couple days to get out in front of this energy. How you doing? I hope you're well. I know in California we had this crazy heat spell that has ended, and it feels so good. It's almost crazy to see people just maybe 4 days ago sweating to death to now putting on jackets, but that's what it's like in a desert climate. So this is the first of two eclipses. Eclipses come in pairs. You have a lunar eclipse and then you have a solar eclipse. So this is the first of the two. The next one will be in October 2nd, and that will be during the new moon in Libra to close off the loop. So when we think about it, a full moon having an eclipse is kind of a rare occurrence, and it's a rare special moment. And I say that because you only get this twice a year. So twice a year, considering all the other lunar aspects, makes it kind of special. And I know one of the things that people do with like, ooh, the eclipse, you know, we've had this pre-shot of the eclipse energy that you could feel it, especially if you are a person that's in touch with nature, in touch with your intuition, and just in touch with your whole being. So there is definitely stronger seismic energy that offers us a profound opportunity to release and reset. That's what eclipses are famous for. Releasing and resetting, but also bringing things forward so that we can finally let them go. Energetically, it is said that it is a push from the universe for us to let go of what no longer serves us. And we're always having to do this. We don't have to ever just wait for an eclipse, but it reminds me of like at this time, the universe has your back. So if you don't have the strength of the energy of your own volition, energetically, there is support and help out there. Eclipses help bring about permanent changes. So the last eclipse season was in spring, in March. If you spiral back to what you were trying to work on letting go or shift, you can probably see that they have never returned. So it's always potent to use the energy that's around us. One of the theories spiritually says we're never alone, and that's one of the reasons nature truly is there to support us. So look back, March 2016 through 2017 was the last time that we had a Virgo Pisces eclipse. So again, this makes this very special. During a lunar eclipse, the one we're having on Tuesday, 9/17, the earth sits between the sun and the moon. So you got the sun and the moon on either side of the earth, and this earth casts a shadow over the moon. So this only happens twice a year, and each time we're presented with a full moon energy, and the idea is it's amplified and wired to bring massive emotional shifts. A full moon that's also a lunar eclipse makes everything in your life feel magnetized, like the spotlight is really super shining on it. It's like the volume has been elevated on you and others' emotions. And that's okay. We're emotional beings. I always say it's a gift from God that we're able to have emotions. And it may seem like situations in your life are starting to reach a climax or an apex point. And then the thing is, once it reaches that peak, it's going to go down and there's no turning back. Turning back won't be an option. So that's what this eclipse energy asks us to do. One of the titles that I took from Moonology, she said, let go to grow. And I think that is so powerful. Let go to grow. It's pretty powerful. My own terms, when I was reading about this lunation and looking up information about it was wrap things up, tie the bow, complete it, okay? So the idea is, what kind of ending do you need to move forward to be in alignment with your life? This is a time to reflect deeply on what it is that is ready to be released, that has run its full course. We are in September now. This year is almost over. It's kind of crazy. So reflect on the baggage, the limited beliefs, the patterns, the habits, the relationships, the job or the career that have actually run their course. As of today, as I'm recording this, there are 108 days left in 2024. And you know I love numbers and numerology. So the idea is 108 is a 9. And full moons are about 9 energy, endings and releasing. So again, on 9/17 at 7:34 p.m. Pacific time and 10:34 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, this lunation comes in. I love this thought from Christy Gallagher from Lunar Living. One of the big things that this moon is going to ask you to shed is old versions of yourself so you can step into more of who you came here to be. And so at this full moon, look at where you don't love, trust, and approve of yourself and don't feel good enough to do the work of healing this and releasing the thoughts and beliefs that cause you to feel this way. If you can do the required clearing at this full moon, releasing all in your life that is no longer in alignment and shedding the past and versions and layers that have kept you stuck in a perpetual cycle and out of trust in yourself and the universe, you're going to be able to not only feel the unique vibration of your soul itself, but also that of the universe. This full moon is the moment you make the choice to draw the line in the sand, letting go of something to welcome in something new. It may indeed feel scary and unknown, but this is where you lean into the deeper trust and listen and follow the faint call of your heart and soul, knowing that it won't lead you astray. There will be a need to have endings at this moon to take you into the new beginnings. Endings of things in your life, parts of yourself and old behaviors, beliefs and patterns. But trust me when I tell you that you are ready. And when you find that deep soul connection and lean into the support of the universe to guide you forwards, your life will never be the same again. And what I love is that Virgo, these are qualities that Virgo and both Pisces hold sacred. We're in Virgo season with this Piscean energy. Water and earth are just such beautiful partners. When we had the new moon in Virgo, Pisces was sitting there opposite a side of it, as I said before. So 25 degrees, there's a conjunction of Neptune, the ruler of Pisces. 25 degrees, Virgo is opposite the sun. So 25 is a powerful number for this lunation. 2 plus 5 equals a 7. 7 is a spiritual number, which this Neptunian energy of Pisces. Pisces is the last sign in the zodiac. So it is wisdom filled and it is spirit filled energy. Jupiter and Neptune are big energies during this lunation. And Jupiter and Neptune are planets that go beyond just father in space. To just say they're spatial and they take up space is not to give them full credit. Jupiter is about abundance, plenty, expansion, seeing past the horizon and above what your eyes can see. And then Neptune believes truly we are all one, no boundaries and unconditional love, dreams, ideals. You know, everything has its shadow side or its opposite. So sometimes the shadow side of both of these for Jupiter and Neptune can be deception, illusion. Sometimes we just have too high of pie in the sky beliefs and we need to be grounded. So this is where Virgo goes into the details and minutia, and sometimes Virgo can get too granular in the details. But the idea is full moons and eclipses bring in balance. So during this eclipse, what's interesting is there is no fire signs on deck. This is earth, water, and air. Wow. So Aries, to give credit, there is Aries in Chiron. Chiron is the wounded healing, but I'm saying the major planets, there's no fire present. So there is no excuse for us not getting grounded and starting to move into healing. This energy is all water, fire, and air. And we can get grounded and hear our inner voice and intuition through these aspects of the Pisces energy. So Neptune is Pisces' home planet. Pisces is the last sign in the zodiac wheel, and the full moons are about ending and letting go. So here we are with the last sign of the zodiac. A full moon is about the endings and letting go. Plus, Neptune was just at 29 degrees, which is the final degree in Pisces. The overall theme of this eclipse is endings. And with so many planets we have in final degrees, so the planets have 365 degrees, so 364 equals 29 degrees. So Pluto moved to 29 degrees in Capricorn, Earth. Uranus is at 27 degrees. Neptune at 28 degrees. So all of these tail end numbers supporting us. This month is a 9, so September is the 9th month, which is the number of endings. So do you see the theme here? So the entire date, 9/17/2024 equals a 25. Again, the sun is sitting at 25 degrees. The moon is at 25 degrees. These all equal a 7. And this is a very spiritual number. Thank you, Pisces. 17, the day that this full moon lunation comes in, equals an 8. 1 plus 7 equals 8. 8 is infinity, and 8 is you stepping into leadership to create the abundant life. 8 is unlimited energy, introspective resources, infinite internal and external resources. Remember, we're in an 8 year. If you're an 8 and this is your 8 year, if you haven't achieved or seen things come to fruition, I came into this year saying the key ingredient is taking care of yourself. Hey, welcome, the Sentimentalist. How are you doing? So good to have you here. So good to see you, Gwendolyn. Oh my God, it's been so long. So Pisces and Neptune are signs of abundance. Plus we've got Jupiter on it. So again, coming into 2024 is all about taking care of yourself, ensuring that you put yourself first and that you are in alignment with your body, your mind, your soul. Time plays a big time during the cycles. Things that were not clear will be crystallized and concretized during this full moon Pisces eclipse, this lunar eclipse. So the idea is, because Pisces and Virgo, they're both healing signs, it's about opening our heart in a deeply spiritual way. Virgo is here, though, to say, make it real. Take your dream and make it big. Make it lucrative and make it real. There are boundless possibilities because of the Jupiter energy that's at play with us right now. And the idea is Jupiter wants us to feel like trust that all is well. Even if you can't see it right now, even if it doesn't seem like that way, back to that old adage, everything is happening for a reason. So Jupiter is a planet of trust. Jupiter is expansion, and right now it's in Gemini. Gemini is the sign of intellect, thinking, and using your mind. So Gemini will give you this energy, this Jupiter energy, and Gemini will give you clear thinking. So the big question is, are you in resonance with your life? When we think of resonance, Pisces is a water sign, and fish live underwater, and there's a resonance that comes with water and our ability to hear. It's time to check your inventory. Am I going to keep going in the direction that I'm going, or I'm going to scrap it? Sometimes when we put so much energy and heart and soul into something, we get dogmatic. We don't want to let it go. And sometimes it's like knowing when to fold up. So I don't know. This is a time of creativity, exploration, all of this energy. Remember, because this full moon comes in on Tuesday, the peak is Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Those are the peak days, but we have 2 weeks to live in this energy. Pisces energy, because it's so intuitive, helps you pick up the vibes of people, of situation. Is this the vibe that you want going forward in your life? Remember, this is a 6-month cycle. So we had the new moon in Pisces, and that cycle started March 10th during the new moon in Pisces. And here we are, the moon, they work in cycles. We have a new moon and a full moon in each sign. So we've just closed off Pisces cycle and circle. Also that's happening right now is a grand trine during this eclipse. Earth energy is very supporting. The sun is at 25 degrees Virgo, Uranus at 25 degrees Taurus, and Pluto is at 29 degrees Capricorn. Earth, Earth, Earth. Thank you very much, Earth. Thank you, Breath, Focus, Hypnosis joining. Thank you so much, Cindy 1034. Thank you so much for joining. We're talking about this full lunar. It's actually a super full moon in Pisces. Okay, so we're moving through major transitions planetarily. Pluto is still in retrograde, and it's making its way through its final time in Capricorn. So Capricorn slows, it's already a retrograde, so Capricorn energy really slows things down. So the idea is when you realize your power, that is when your life will change. That is when your life will change. And Pluto is here to help you extract yourself from what is not serving you. So you've got the eclipse that says, let me give you crystal clear vision so you can see exactly what's going on. So truths will be uncovered. Things will come to the surface so that you can make a choice to move forward or not. I love these thoughts from Kathy LaDonna. Her YouTube channel is called Soul in Vibration. Seeking some truth about ourselves and the structure and systems. Are the structures and system in alignment with our truth? Sometimes we wish and desire something, but we don't have the correct system in place, or we straight up don't have the energy to follow and be in that system. So Capricorn and Neptune is a generational thing. It's in our 10th house of legacy, destiny, goals, and how people see us. But oftentimes we overlook the systems or the processes required to get us where we authentically want to be. What is the repetitive and consistent process that required? So when you set out to make a goal, what is the process and what needs to happen? And you have to be honest and say, am I really up for that right now? We get so focused on the plans and the goal, but sometimes we can't keep up with it because it's out of alignment. So this is a time for deep introspection, finding the truth that can only come from within you. This is a time, it says, eclipses bring reality up. The thing is, we fall in love with potential, a potential job, a potential opportunity, a potential person. Falling in love with potential is great, but that doesn't mean that the reality of it coming true is possible in this moment. Just because it's possible does not mean we can bring it to reality. Equal energy needs to be exchanged in all of these situations in order for it to happen. When we see potential in others, that can be very dangerous because we fall in love with their potential, not actually reality. So just because we believe it to be so, and this is part of the illusion side of Neptune, when we really want something so bad, we will override the processes and the procedures because we want it so bad, but it's completely in alignment and not authentic to our energy and our capability, actually. Some dreams are actually not ours. We can get caught up in the collective energy and the collective hype, the FOMO, fear of missing out, and feel like, well, this seems like everyone else is doing it. But Pisces and Virgo ask you to take a stand and be in your own, follow your own dreams. So this eclipse is going to bring endings to an addiction or a habit that you might have, something that held you back, or maybe even lack of discipline. It's about letting go of the lack of boundaries with others. It's about us being honest and looking at our inconsistencies that hold us back. So Pisces, what I love about Pisces, again, that intuition. Pisces will strengthen our premonitions at this time. You will start to feel, if you lean into it, you will feel what to do, even if you can't imagine in your brain. Saturn will then help us how to monetize our dreams, because the root chakra is soil, it's the container. So we need this Capricorn energy so that our seeds can have a foundation in which to root in. Things that come to an end might be a mindset that doesn't match with reality. If you have strong Neptune energy, like I do, I have Neptune strong and I'm a strong empath, it's important that we manage our emotions and not get caught up in feeling sorry for others and going so far out of our way that we start to interrupt the lesson that they were supposed to achieve. You know, sometimes we distort our own psychic energy because we're not seeing reality. We want so much, we hope so much, we want so much better for others that we lose our own selves. So the challenges right now during this eclipse, relationships could be challenged. And Saturn, though, again, has slowed things way down. So people are opening up their eyes. During an eclipse, your eyes get opened. There are some blessings that are coming with this eclipse. Freedom from awareness. Awareness is truly a superpower. You can't adjust or fix or correct or change something you're not aware of. Masks are dropping. The mask that you were wearing, that others are wearing, is starting to fall. And you will ascend and become more disciplined in what you are thinking, what you are eating, what you are doing. And this eclipse will help us truly start to take better care of ourselves and start empowering ourselves. So this Virgo Pisces axis is related to health and healing. Pisces, Neptunes. This has to do with our immune system, the blood, the lymph system. Neptunes and Pisces are also linked to toxicity, whether it's toxicity in the self, the ocean, our water, our planet. Virgo is about purifying, detoxing. It's your gut, it's your microbiome. And we all know gut health equals mental health. Organs are influenced by the Pisces moon. Your organs, your feet, your toes, your pineal gland. Again, the pineal gland is intuition, your endorphins, and even your melatonin is affected by the moon in Pisces. These organs are more sensitive at this time, so really hydrate, get rest, and really take care of yourself. This is a time of heightened spirituality. So it's a time, it just reminds me of being in the sanctified church, where you just get overcome with the glory of God and that energy. So dancing, music, sound brings sound energy into your life. See yourself as a spiritual being, because that's what we are. Spiritual means, if you take down the word spirit, it comes from the Latin root spiritus, which means to breathe. Are you not a breathing being? That's at its lowest frequency, but just we need breath to survive. Keep a dream journal during this time, these next 2 weeks after this lunation comes in on the 17th. Keep a dream journal. It's kind of cool to see. People have been already reporting dreams have been crazy. I know I've had some, I love it. I call it wild carpet ride dreams, where you wake up and like, what just happened? So the idea is, when you have those crazy magic carpet dreams, try to keep your eyes closed for a little bit before you pop them open and see what you can recall. This is a time to connect with Source, Mother Earth, God, Goddess, oneness, bliss, and your own unique essence. This is what both Pisces and Virgo almost in a way beg us to do, because they're so good at doing it themselves. Virgo, again, is very intuitive because it's a grounded sound. It's connected to Earth. So lunar eclipses bring about profound moments of awakening, says well plus good. As we remember that we are all interconnected, this is a powerful time to put yourself in someone else's shoes and use your voice, which comes from Virgo, to take a stand for what you believe in, Pisces, and do so with your whole heart. Wellgood goes on to say eclipses also coincide with an ending of sorts. And as we travel through the last zodiac sign, it's clear that something in our lives has entered its final act. Like I said at the start, let it go to grow. So symbolized by the two fish. Pisces is two fish swimming in opposite directions, but they're tethered together. So this tethering says that Pisces knows both grief and joy, and that the two can be present at the same time. So this Pisces lunation, this full lunar eclipse, may expand your heart while at the same time crack it open in the same breath, so you can release what no longer serves you and make space for what does. Change is inevitable, and often we surrender to the greatest part of our journey can be found just around the corner. We could be 1 day, 1 hour, 1 moment away from change. So lunar eclipses are thought to help speed up our timelines, and it forces us to no longer keep putting things off. And it's a time where people can exit our life, they can enter our lives. So it's a fun time if you really have fun with this and just allow. Also, this brings you to the point, there's a theory that says this is not the time to do manifestation work, but it's up to you. Pisces says, if your intuition says do it, that overrides any other thing. But ideally, you're being very introspective, you're chilling down, you're quieting down, and you're getting more still so that you can hear. So due to this unpredictable energy of this eclipse, again, see how you feel. I think it's always okay to cleanse, to Palo Santo, or use sage. But surrender is more productive at this time. It's kind of like a relief, because sometimes I feel pressure during the new moon and full moon, like, oh my God, I got to rewrite my intentions. I got to review things. This time is just being. Get fully into being and let go of some of the doing. What else? So that said, everyone has their own relationship with the sun, with the moon, with their lunations. So listen to your intention and trust what comes up during this eclipse. If you've been wobbly on truly listening to your authentic heart and voice and mind to this point, trust yourself. As I said, we have 108 more days of 2024. Kind of crazy, right? So energy update. Eclipse season is open. We're in the pre-shot of the eclipse season. We still have planets in retrograde. Pluto, Neptune, and Saturn are still in retrograde. Mercury's not the only one that goes into retrograde. We're in Virgo season. Pluto is back in Capricorn. Our new moon in Virgo was delicious and grounding and beautiful. This super moon in Pisces is on the 17th. With this lunar north node eclipse in Pisces, 9/22, we celebrate the autumn equinox. We'll finally be in autumn. And on 9/23, Libra comes in with the beautiful Aries season. I leave you in closing with this thought from Zen Ren. The full moon in Pisces comes each year in a hazy wave, muddling our vision. As the last sign in the zodiac, Pisces is an amalgamation of all. She can shapeshift into any archetype she pleases. Pisces endless confuses with fantasies and delusions. She takes us to the edge of insanity. This full moon also releases the spirit by connecting us to the earth. This is much needed as we work in Virgo's domain, reflecting on purpose and meaning, health and service. Let's look at the ruling planets of Virgo and Pisces, Mercury and Neptune, respectively. Mercury can't slow down. He's got so many ideas and words and tasks. Neptune, on the other hand, spends her entire existence in bottomless REM cycles that take her far, far and away from reality. Why is the power of illusion so strong in Pisces' world? Because she would rather die than confront what she has created. I have compassion for Neptune in Pisces in human form. She is a fish out of water. Pisces' soul yearns to go back to her otherworldly homeland where concepts of time and space remain unknown. While Mercurial Virgo, however, is inextricably tied to the terrestrial life. Here we are, 1 foot in Virgo's green earth, and the other quickly turning translucent, pulled by unseen forces by the farthest narwhal star in the universe. What is the connection between earth and sky, between mundane and extraordinary? Divine timing, dreams, healing, full circle, tidal wave, release, resolution, reconnection. Again, time to let go, to grow. And as I said earlier, wrap it up. 25 degrees, the sun, the moon, and Neptune. 25 degrees equals to 7. This is a high spiritual time. So take care of yourselves. Practice the law of allowance. We don't have to understand. We don't have to like it. But find yourself really minding your thoughts at this time. Try to switch your thinking. The idea is if you can't say anything good about anything, don't say it at all. So I wish you an amazing, amazing full moon release, letting go, healing time with this partial lunar eclipse, full super moon in Pisces. This is a super moon too. That means the moon is a lot closer, but because the earth sits between the two, the sun and the moon, we're going to have that eclipse. Thank you so much for tuning in. And if you would like to know how this lunation affects your particular astrological sign, tune in to Astridologie, Astridlogie with Astrid, to find out in particular for your zodiac sign how this lunation affects you. I wish you love. I wish you peace. Namaste. I'll catch you in the next video and we talk about the new moon in Libra. Take good care.